Man, my hair's looking really good today. Thank you for clicking on my video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Trent. I work for myself at age 27 because I took the risk of starting a side hustle at age 24 while I was still working my full-time 9-to-5 tech sales job. My life today, on one hand, is really cool because I have de-linked time from money, meaning I don't have to show up at a job at any time. I work whenever I want, wherever I want, on whatever I want, with whoever I want, and you just see money deposited in your account for making content, putting out courses, and it's a lot of fun. But on the other hand, it's terrifying because I look at my bank account and what I'm doing and I'm like, is this actually working? And is this gonna still be here next month? And I'm here to tell you, you can absolutely do the same if you want to make a little bit of extra income while working your full-time job, or just start that side hustle, side business so that it can continue to grow. Like me, 3 years later, all of a sudden you're making enough money on your own to pay for your expenses, to be able to invest money, and just allow yourself the freedom to not have to really worry about where is my next job, where's my next paycheck, because I'm independent and I can make it on my own. And if you're interested in doing that, you can use my exact strategy. I call it the OOO framework. You get it? You get the joke? Out of office. Because if you follow the steps outlined today and watch until the end, you can also sit outside and be out of the office on a weekday and not have to show up to your next one-on-one meeting. Okay, so the first O stands for set the objective. The second O is outline the plan. And the third O is operate like a business. Beginning with setting the objective, at age 24, I was working my full-time tech sales job. I was finding success. I was already making six figures in my career. But I was sitting there on a Sunday, super hungover, and I was thinking, is this it? Am I just gonna go to work Monday through Friday and then go out on the weekends and just repeat this endless cycle of feeling horrible on Monday, and then Wednesday you're feeling better, Thursday you're like, okay, is it the weekend yet? And then you're going out. I was thinking to myself, I feel like I have a lot of potential. I can contribute more and I want to make more money. And it was really as simple as that, is I want to make money on my own. I saw this Graham Stephan video. He's a personal finance YouTuber. He revealed how much money he made from his YouTube channel, and it was $1 million a year. and I sat there and I was like, how is he doing this? He doesn't sell a product, but he's making $1 million a year from YouTube videos. And of course, I watched a lot of content when I was younger, e-commerce stores, drop shipping, crypto, all of these different opportunities that you see and you say, that seems like a really cool thing. You pursue it and then you realize, wait, I actually have to do work to make this happen, and then you stop it. But I saw this YouTube thing and it just stuck with me. And I said, if I could just make YouTube videos, because I like making videos, and if I could make $3,000 a month, that's $36,000 a year, that would pay for all of my expenses, and I could technically not have to have a job and just do YouTube full time. So my objective was make $3,000 a month online making YouTube videos. It was as simple as that. So I started writing down that target every day, and then that takes us into the second O, which is outline the plan. Okay, you know what you're working towards. Now, how are you going to do it? And this is the challenging part, because it's hard to start, but it is even harder to continue going and executing when your friends are like, wait, you're not gonna come hang out with us? And you're doing what? And they say, wait, why are you posting these TikTok, YouTube videos? Like, what is that all about? People start making fun of you. You start questioning yourself. No one is paying attention, and it seems like it's not gonna work. And in those dark moments, you have to remain true to your vision of your dream of, I'm gonna make $3,000 a month online. Okay, how am I gonna do it? I found myself in 2020, the pandemic had just hit. I was a few years into my career, and I was thinking, if I have to stay in my house, I can't do anything or go anywhere, and I don't start this YouTube channel that I want to do now and just do it, if I don't actually give it a real try right now, then it's never going to happen. So I committed at that moment. I said, I'm gonna do this as long as it takes to make it happen. So it was pure brute force. I've posted over 1,000 videos total. I posted for 140 days straight. Think about that. Listen to me what I'm telling you. 140 days straight of an 8 to 12 minute video. I don't have editing skills. At the time, I didn't have a camera. and I didn't have any existing following. I wasn't on Instagram, no social media apps on my phone. I just started doing it. And it was as simple as that. And I identified as part of my plan, okay, I work 9 to 5 because that's the challenge. If you clicked on this video, you work 9 to 5. So how are you going to find enough time in the day to actually do your side hustle? And you can do whatever you want. You have to realize though, you have 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. before work. And then you have, let's say, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. after work. Before work, you're probably going to want to work out. After work, you're going to be tired and you're going to want to eat dinner. But you have to resist leisure time. So you got to either cut out TV, cut out drinking, cut out socializing, cut out video games. You have to identify which one of those things is preventing you from being able to show up in that 2-hour time window to actually just sit down and work on your side thing. Even if you're making no progress, that is the secret. That is what it takes. And it's going to feel like nothing's happening. It's going to feel like no progress is going. But that is your plan. You got to realize, I'm going to make this happen, whatever it takes, brute force. And then by getting the reps, by looking at it, by thinking about it, by working on it, you'll start to realize incremental improvements you can make each day. And then all of a sudden you're getting 10 views on a video. All of a sudden you're getting 100 views on a video. All of a sudden you get 1,000 views on average a video. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm going to keep going until I can get 10,000 views on an average video, 100,000 views on an average video. And one day we'll get 1 million views on an average video. So hit the like button right now. The third O is operate like a business. You are probably a solopreneur like me. You don't have any resources. So operate and act like a business. Think about this. On YouTube right now, or excuse me, on LinkedIn right now, an average creator gets more reach than these massive global brands. Think about that. There are no gatekeepers preventing you from having a voice on any of these platforms. So ask yourself, what free tools do I have at my disposal? It's the internet. And that's one of the bonus O's, is online. Figure out an online side hustle business. I like to think of it as Wi-Fi income, because there are no middlemen. There's no cost to it. You just go use your existing iPhone camera, your existing Gmail account, create a YouTube account, create a LinkedIn account, create a TikTok account, create an account on one of these social medias, and then operate like a business and say, okay, how do I get attention? What do I got to do to get attention? Okay, once I have that attention, how do I monetize that attention? How do I put a product in front of my audience? How do I add value? How do I build a community? If you think about what businesses are doing, they look at it with inflows and outflows. So your inflows is what money are you spending? What inputs are you putting in? Your time, your energy, which is totally free. Are you putting in capital to run advertisements? And then what are your outflows, your outputs? Okay, how much am I getting in return? How many views am I getting? How much money is actually coming back in my bank account? And if you think about what businesses do, they hire people who have specialized knowledge, skills, and expertise. I don't know how to edit. I still don't really edit most of the videos, but I went and found an editor. I pay my editor to edit my videos, hoping that the videos are more entertaining and people watch until the end. They click like buttons, they comment, they subscribe, and I'm paying someone in the hope that it makes the content more engaging. That's what a business would do. They would go pay someone to do this job, like an accountant. They don't know how to crunch the numbers. Okay, let me get an accountant. He'll cook the books for me. Good to go. And if we think about what else businesses do, they look for partnerships to acquire customers. I was making money through my YouTube ad revenue, and I'm proud to share that this channel lifetime has generated about $36,000. So 3 years later, I have hit the total target that I set out to make in an annual year. So now it's, how can I do that in a single year? And I think we'll be able to do that this year. But businesses look for partnerships. So what I did was I wanted to start selling courses, but as a result of becoming a thought leader, by making content, different individuals who were in the game, in the arena, that had businesses, like the founder of Course Careers, Troy, he reached out to me and said, I love what you're doing in the tech sales space. I'd love to bring you in and be our new tech sales instructor at Course Careers. And as a result, that's now unlocked a new income stream for me, a new community, and an opportunity for me to continue to make an impact based on my specialized knowledge. And that's the key here. The businesses, they ask themselves, what is their unique X factor? What is their advantage? What is their edge? What do they know more about than the next person? So if you just start trying to create tech sales content like me, but you've never worked in tech sales, I have an advantage, so I'm most likely going to do better. But if you have a background in, let's say, archery, can you start creating content based on your interest in archery? Which bows are you using? Which targets are you using? Where do you like to shoot bows? How do you become more accurate? You can apply that to whatever you are interested in, good at, or just simply want to talk about or think you can make something of. I have a friend who likes to hike. He lives in Colorado, and he keeps talking about doing a review store because he likes hiking and camping gear. And I'm like, hey, you just got to start. Just start talking about your 1 gallon jug of water. Start talking about what gear you use to camp. But the problem is, and this is where I'll end it on, is once you decide you have this objective, once you outline a plan, once you decide to start operating like a business, taking it serious, getting attention, monetizing, getting customers, repeating, most people get in their own ways and will never actually start because they either are lazy and can't commit the time to doing it, or they're arrogant and think that they already know what to do, but they don't actually seek out information from someone who's done it. So they try it, they fail, and they just end up getting frustrated and then just quit before they get any traction. So I don't want to see that be your fate. I'm thinking about building a completely free branding course and just how to start making money online, because I've done it at a high level. I don't want to monetize it quite yet, but I'm looking at potentially just a 4-person cohort of just helping them for free so that I can prove out I know what I'm talking about, and then of course then scale it and roll it out to a wider audience. So if you'd be interested in doing something like that, let me know down below. Go message me on LinkedIn. That's probably the best place to reach me. And if you found value in today's video, subscribe to the channel with the notifications on. And if you want to support me, I'd really appreciate you clicking my podcast down below. I recently interviewed one of the top account executives at Gong. I interviewed a founder of a SaaS company that he really knows his stuff, 36,000 followers on LinkedIn. So go subscribe to my podcast channel. Thank you so much for the support. And there's nothing holding you back from getting out of the office today.